Hey, you guys. Happy Sunday. Listen. Besides the lawnmower, we have the wetlands here. We're at a new place. So, we're exploring. There's a tree I want to go to, but all the way back yonder. And we can't because this is literally wet. All wet, obviously. Luckily, there's a boardwalk here, but we're been walking mainly in mud. My boots are still wet from yesterday, but I don't care. It's about time for a new set of boots. Ooh, a down branch. That must mean we're getting ready to step into magic. So, I wanted to share with you. A lot of us know this, but so maybe this is just a friendly, loving reminder from Spirit to be very mindful of the people who try to pull you into their drama, try to trigger you. The people who always maybe, I won't say complain, but they always, ooh, there's some fussing with some ducks. Right there, people try to pull you into their shit, or they're always Debbie Downer, or they dump on you, or they try to push your buttons by certain things that they say or do. And that's why, so I'm in a lot of mud here, so make sure I don't slip and fall. We have to be very mindful of those type of people, and more importantly, when we don't address our own triggers, we can be easily triggered by those people. When someone says or does something that we may not like, or they say a certain keyword or phrase, or talk about something that they know used to piss you off, or, just for whatever reason. And when our own triggers have not been addressed, when we don't know ourselves well enough to recognize that whether they're aware of it or not, they're trying to attach that energy cord to us by whatever they're saying or they're doing to get a response out of us. Because once we respond, boom, there's the energy cord. And then we get tired, and then we get drained, and then we get frustrated, and then we wonder why we're depressed, and we wonder why we're sad. Well, we are wondering why our emotions are all over the place. And this is something I really had to recognize as a social worker, because I was dealing with so many people on a daily basis from both of my jobs at the time. Energetically, it was challenging because obviously the nature of the business of what I was dealing with were people who were chronically homeless and were getting the runaround from every turn, which I too understood because I experienced that as well. Even as a social worker, even being in the community and having supposedly contacts, I experienced similar things, so I understood, which made it a little bit more difficult. These beautiful little flowers growing inside the wood. Oh, that's a pond trail? Well, which trail is this? It's not really marked. So, and see, what happens is that when we don't energetically protect ourselves, when we don't deal with our own trauma and our own triggers, then we become one of those people who always respond to stuff. You know those people who fly off the handle of the littlest things, who get agitated really quickly and frustrated really quickly, especially when it's about things that have nothing to do with them. It's their trauma and they're being triggered. It's parts of them that they haven't dealt with that are being triggered. And so that's how we give our energy away so easily. I was going to say so freely. We give our energy away so freely by having these engagements with people, by having these connections or contact with people, and we wonder why we're depleted. We wonder why we could be having a perfectly beautiful, magical day, and then all of a sudden it's like, it switches. And then we get into the mindset, I'm going on a ramp here, hold on. So I had to sit down. There's a little bench here, obviously. Show you some trees here, because I want to have this conversation about these things, because I used to be that person who I'd say, well, so-and-so, they made me mad, and that's why I did this, and they did that, and this is why I responded, and giving all my power and control away. In case nobody said it, and I know people have said it, hundreds of thousands of people have said this, no one can make you feel anything. No one can make you feel jealous. No one can make you feel angry, which is a blanket emotion. No one can make you be hateful. No one can make you do anything. I mean, unless you give them all the power and control in your life that much power, they can change how you feel and your emotions. And I used to give, oh my God, there's, of all places, did you see that? There's confirmation. No one can make you pissed off. You choose to give your power and control away to people and get angry in response to somebody. Well, they shouldn't have did this. They shouldn't have that. We can't control anybody but ourselves. We can control how we respond. We can control. I see it all the time now. When people poke and prod, say certain things and get a response out of me, and I don't give it to them, and it makes it 10 times worse for them. They hate it. I can't even count, with receipts or without receipts, all the things that people have said, done, to try to get a reaction out of me. One, they don't matter. Two, I'm not giving my energy to things that aren't for my highest and greatest good. Why? Why give our power and control away to people, situations, whatever? Why give all of our power and our energy for things that have nothing to do with us? That's people projecting onto us, trying to get our energy, trying to get us to respond. It's up to us, being responsible adults, to manage our own emotions and our own feelings, right? So if someone's making you mad, why are you choosing to respond that way? It's a good sign of deeper healing. And so when I would get triggered, I would say, what about this situation resonates with me so much that I'm being triggered right now? Why am I becoming angry? Is it because they're speaking the truth? Is it because something inside of me doesn't feel heard or validated or listened to, and now I'm angry? You know what I'm saying? These are the questions I ask myself. I always turn it back to me. Why am I having this emotional response to this? That big ass hawk right there. Is this something that I need to work on? And so I'm about to go chase this bird. So I hope that has helped some people, just as a reminder not to give your power and your control and your energy away to people. Don't sign that energetic cord with them. They can't make you mad. They can't make you jealous. They can't make you anything unless you're allowing them to, unless you're giving them that much power and control, or someone has the power to make you that angry over you. They got that much power over your life. They got that much control. They can change your day like that. Just something to think about. This is something I've worked through a long time. I used to be very hot-headed, trust me. I used to have to respond to everything. It was because I never felt heard. I was never heard or believed. And so that's why I always had to make my point. You don't need to explain yourself. Stop giving people your energy. I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy. May you love and be loved. Heal. Oh, there's a white butterfly. Not harm.